How you doing, Jamil? What you doing over there, Jamil? Shout out to everybody in the world. Hoping y'all getting to take some kind of vacation somewhere. You know what y'all doing right now. You might be at work. You might be babysitting. You might be getting the kids to school. You might be on a flight yourself. You might be on a train. No matter where you at in the world and what you're doing, I'm hoping y'all having a good day. If y'all come in there, hit that like button. What's up? What's up, Jamil? How you doing? You ate you some good breakfast, Jamil? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming in the chat. Thank you for hitting that like button, Jamil. I appreciate you. I'm in the airport right now. First time taking a flight in about 20 years. Waiting on the flight to come in. Waiting aboard this flight. I have a layover in Atlanta for about 45 minutes. Once I get to Atlanta, I'm going to Connecticut. So shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to Connecticut. Going to Rhode Island as well. Maybe some other places. What's up, Candle Moot? Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm at the airport right now waiting on my flight. I still got an hour and 30 minutes till the flight leaves. Boarding should be happening probably in about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. So I'm just waiting on the boarding, waiting on the flight. I went to go eat some Denny's this morning. I had me like a big old cheeseburger with some fries. You know, as soon as I get back from vacation, it's time to get back on my grind mode with the fitness, with the exercise, with the eating right. But now it's vacation mode. Strictly eating what I want to eat. Yeah, I appreciate you, Candle. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that y'all do. Y'all keeping me a little busy while I'm in this airport. Because I do vape, but I'm not able to vape up in here. So you know what y'all are keeping me a little busy and a little distracted from me thinking about even hitting a vape in this thing. I appreciate you. I'm in the airport right now. I'm waiting on the flight. The time's flying a little by pretty quickly. An hour and 30 minutes till the flight leaves. About 50 more minutes to boarding. Probably try to go use the restroom in about 20 more minutes, 30 more minutes, so I ain't got to go on a flight. Get that knocked out the way. Probably won't try to eat nothing until I land up in Connecticut. Or eat that famous ziti pasta. Y'all know what I'm saying? That ziti. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Candace. Thank you for coming in and showing that love. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you for y'all coming in, spending the type of time with me, giving me y'all time of y'all day. No, he's with his mama. He's not with me today. He is going to be starting school in about 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks. I have to start getting him prepared for school. Start helping with school supplies, stuff like that. Well, it's going to wait till next year. But it's best he be in school right now anyways, you know. So let me know if y'all can hear me good as well, because I am in the airport. Might be kind of loud, might be kind of crowded. I might be talking kind of low. Because I ain't got no headphones in either. I forgot my headphones at home. Yeah, school is coming for everybody. You know, it's about to be school already in like what, a couple weeks. gonna be my son's first year in school, so he's gonna be in pre-K. I'm a proud daddy. Always gotta be a proud daddy, proud parent, or whatever your kids do. Support your kids. Support everything that your kids want to do. No matter what it is they want to do. If they want to play video games, if they want to go out with friends, if they want to go on a camping trip, support your children. I hope y'all having a phenomenal day. A big abundance of blessings is headed y'all way. You have to believe and manifest that. How you doing, Sharon? I hope you've been all right, Sharon. It's a little bit of self-care this week. Self-love, self-care. It's all about treating yourself. You always gotta love yourself. Love yourself first. Treat yourself first. Unless you got kids, always put your kids first and then treat yourself. It's always good to have self-love, self-care. You got to take that time out. And sometimes just do what you want to do, You always want to greet somebody with a smile. Like Miss Adrian would say, Miss Do It Yourself. Always greet somebody with a smile. You never know what somebody's going through. So stop judging people. Never judge a book by its cover. Yes, ma'am, I'm on vacation. I got another vacation coming in September and one in October. I kind of got my vacations planned for the year already. Next vacation is more of like a relaxing vacation. So I'm going to be relaxing. Chilling and just relaxing. I'm going to be on a flight. I'm going to be out of town still, but... And then my October vacation, I'm staying in town. Well, I might go to like Biloxi. Or maybe Texas, but I'll probably drive. I ain't going to catch no flight or nothing like that. Shout out to everybody that came through the chat. Hit that like button for me. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for spending time with me. I love y'all. It's vacation mode. It's grind mode. Not grind mode. It's relaxation mode. Always be the best person that you can be. I know what I'm going to say. Stay phenomenal. Monetize your greatness. Strive for excellence. Believe in yourself like you believe in God, and phenomenal things will happen. And that's what you got to do. And that's how we're going to play that over here. Starting to get crowded in the area now. More people starting to get towards the boarding process. It's probably about 40 minutes to boarding. I'll probably get off here in about 10, go use the restroom one more time. Throw this gum that has no more taste left to it out. Put me in another piece of gum. I gotta give me some more gum. Yes, ma'am. Look, it's 2025 and it's almost over. You gotta realize, whatever y'all wrote down to 2024, y'all go through y'all list, y'all go through y'all goals. What did y'all accomplish in 2025 that y'all wrote down in 2024? You should already be writing down 2026 goals, depending if you have a bucket list or you don't have a bucket list. Like I have a bucket list, so there's so many things that I gotta accomplish and I gotta achieve and strive for. Like one of my goals is to see all 50 states in America, in the United States of America. I gotta go to Italy. I gotta go to, what's up, Pink 96? I gotta go to Italy. I'm kind of already planning next year's trip. It should be like Arizona, Nevada, Las Vegas, California. Try to hit it all in one strip. I gave D for the layover. Oh, all right. I'm gonna be in Atlanta in probably about 2 hours. No, probably about 2.5 hours. So you in Atlanta airport right now? I might be headed to Atlanta. Where you going? You going to New York? You headed back home? You always in the airport. You must travel more than some of these family people. Augusta? Where's Augusta at again? Is that Georgia? They don't have it straight through. Look, I'm going to Connecticut. So they ain't got it straight through to Connecticut either. So that's why I had to stop in Atlanta. We both in the airport right now, but you in Atlanta, I'm in New Orleans, headed to Atlanta. Yeah, I'm leaving. How long is your layover? It might not be that long for you. All right, y'all leave at 2:15. I might be there by 2:15. Yeah, I'm getting me some pizza. What's up, Gen X? Yeah, I'm gonna be up in what you call it. Oh, so you had a delay on your flight. Man, this year went by fast. See, y'all talk about 2024 and 2025. It's about to be 2026 already. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop waiting, stop procrastinating on things. Write down your goals, get your goals accomplished, knock it out the park. Whatever you got planned, you need to make it happen right then and there. Stop waiting on things because the next thing you know, months is gonna pass by and you're gonna realize you ain't got to do nothing. You ain't do nothing. Stop waiting on things to happen and just make it happen. Sometimes I know it might be hard to say that. I know a lot of y'all busy. Everybody's out busy outside of what they do. You could be taking care of a sick grandma or a sick mama. You could be bringing the kids to school. You could be taking care of, you might be working 50, 60, 70 hours a week. But you always got to make some kind of time. Make some kind of time. I know we limited on time in a day. You only get 24 hours in a day. It might not seem like that many hours. You got to sleep at least 6 to 7, 8 hours. So 1/3 of your day is cut right there. But you got to make them other hours of your day count. Even if it's reading, educating yourself, or doing anything that you can do. You got to educate yourself, no matter what it is. Educate yourself. So look, how long you gonna be in Augusta? So what you got? You got like another hour till your flight leaves Atlanta? What's up, Semi V? I'm doing phenomenal. I can't complain. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. I'm still walking. I'm still achieving. As long as I'm doing that, I'm straight. I'm just living life, doing what I want to do. You know, y'all continue to do what y'all love to do. I don't care what it is y'all love to do. Y'all could go fishing. Y'all can collect Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, watch basketball, watch football. I don't kill nobody's dream. Whatever it is that you like to do, whatever kind of hobbies you got, that's on you. I don't judge no book by no cover. I don't care if you're at the bottom. I don't care if you're at the top. We all equal in all type of ways. I don't care what nationality you are. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what kind of background you're from. It's all about diversity with me. I like diversity. I done been at the bottom. I done been at the top. I done seen so many different things in my lifetime. Me, I like diversity. I don't care where you're from, who you are. But everybody went through some kind of trial, tribulation, testimony, strife, turmoil. We all go through something in life, but it's gonna be all right. Y'all believe that. Y'all gotta believe in yourself. You know. And I know a lot of y'all believe in yourself because y'all already dropping content. Y'all already doing all type of things. Y'all starting to go live. Y'all starting to do all type of things. Y'all starting to travel. Y'all starting to get over some fears. And I like to see that. Because a lot of y'all ain't go live back in the day. Now y'all going live. Y'all showing y'all face. Y'all showing things that y'all doing. And you shouldn't care what nobody thinks, no matter what kind of hobbies it is that you got. I don't care if you collect Pokemon or Star Wars or Harry Potter. That's what you like to do. If anybody wants to judge you, that's on them. Do what makes you happy. Don't care about what nobody else thinks. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. I'm headed to like New Haven area. Kind of like New Haven, somewhere around that area. But then I'm gonna be in Rhode Island for a little bit as well. And I'm trying to go to all different. One of my bucket lists is to get through all 50 states within the next couple of years. So I got to get through that. And then, we supposed to go to Jamaica next year and do all them other Vietnam and all them other things. But I'm so limited with work. I'm so limited with work right now. And I can only have a certain amount of time off. I might get like 6 to 7 vacations a year, but you got to kind of plan. You got to plan ahead of time. And things like that. It's hard, especially when you work so many hours like I've been working. But I'm still going to try to make time, because that's something I want to do. At least all 50 states. But you could split a 9-day vacation. Like if I get 9 days, you can go to one state for 4 days, go to another state for 4 days, make it home for a day. But then my son is starting school next month. So I'm going to be busy, making sure he's doing what he got to do in school and all that. Yeah, I am going to Modern Pieces. I was thinking about Frank's Peppers, but I am going to Modern Pieces. That's on the list for sure. But I ain't worried about none of that. It's vacation mode right now. I don't even want to think about work. I don't want to think about none of that. But school is coming up, so you gotta get them kids ready, gotta get them school supplies out the way, all that other stuff. But I do have another vacation in September and October. But I'm staying home in October. I might go to Biloxi, I might go to Houston, I might do something like that, but I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna rent a car out. I don't want to put all that wear and tear on my car because I want my car to last 10, 15 more years. Cause it's already paid off, so I don't want to be able to, spend all that extra money. I don't need no new car or nothing like that. So that gives me more money for my mortgage and more money to travel.
Good morning, Delta Airlines requesting 188 adults taking ground for passenger assistance. 188 adults taking ground for passenger assistance.
That flight from Atlanta coming in right now. What's up, Dustin? I might go to Texas. They got a lot of y'all out there in Texas. It'd be nice to go meet up with our cherish. And maybe go out to eat dinner. And, just a couple of y'all. It's always good to meet up with your audience, your community. Kind of like when all them came down here to New Orleans and we went out to go eat and did all that stuff. And they flew over, they came in from Maryland, they came in from Connecticut, they came in from, but it's cool like how all content creators came together like that from all over and just met down here. And now it's time for us to go somewhere else. We meet up as a family, meet up as a community, and do fun things like that. And it's good. You can get some content out of that. Everybody gets some content. It's content for everybody. I know I ain't been streaming and all that lately. I've been working. I ain't been worried about YouTube. I ain't been worried about none of that stuff lately. The YouTube checks and all that be straight, but I got a regular job. Like, I ain't worried about all that extra right now. I like to do things that make me happy. Sometimes you need a break from YouTube. You need a break from streaming anywhere. Because sometimes it ain't all about YouTube. It ain't all about... I know y'all might stream on TikTok and all that other stuff. I don't be on TikTok or the gram or none of that like that. I have been on Instagram lately too, though, like a little bit, because, you can get a little Instagram or something from Instagram. They pay you too now. But like I said, it ain't about the money with me. I done gave most of my money back. I forgot you having a baby, Simon V. Yeah, like, look, I'm not gonna lie, like, YouTube, when you're going through some trials and tribulations, like, it will take your mind off a lot of things, especially if you need somebody to talk to, if you got a community that backs you up, come on here, drop that testimony, and you got a testimony to tell, so why not? There might be 1 million people around the whole wide world ready to listen to your story. And you be having all them people on your stream, like, some days you be, I don't be in too many live streams like I used to be, because I don't want to get caught up in the live streams like that. One time I remember I went up in your live, you had like 300-400 people in that thing. I think you had about 300-400 people in that thing. That's a lot of people, to be having in a live stream. Just remember how 2024 was. That wasn't like that, so y'all doing good. Y'all been doing real good. And that's good as your escape. I didn't know you was going through problems. A lot of us hide our problems, we don't like to talk about it on social media or even YouTube. We don't like to talk about it. We all be going through something, we try to not hide it, but mask it, Or we try to make things look like they are phenomenal when they're really not phenomenal. Like I said, a lot of people could be smiling on a picture. They're not really smiling, guys. Something's gonna come your way. It's gonna come your way. I wasn't expecting a thing that happened to me, but I was never expecting what was happening with me. And God just put something else in my life, like He puts things in your life, and something's gonna come your way too. Something's gonna come your way. You gotta think. I never knew I would get a blessing right after what happened to me. I think we all anxious and tired, terrified we might fail, but just stay positive. Don't give up on it. Hey, I had to start off fresh before. We all had to start off fresh. Empty. Sometimes we was all living in our car. I'm not gonna say everybody, but there's a point in time we was living on our car, living behind a building or something. Or we had to move in an empty trailer. Just keep believing. Just think of it like this. You keep telling yourself this. This is your current circumstances, but this ain't where you're gonna be at by next year. Especially with you having with the situation you're going through and all of that. Sometimes it ain't a bad thing to ask your community for help. Ask your community for any kind of donations or anything. Like just to help you out. Like the thing that's going through. Or maybe do a GoFundMe page. But just don't be afraid to ask. Some of us go through hard times. But look, I'm about to be going to use the restroom because I'm about to get ready for this flight. It should be departing soon, so I'm about to go use the restroom. And I'm about to getting ready to go on this flight. Yeah, man, you gotta share it. It is what it is. Like, I ain't never like asking, but I found out, man, these people out here really want to help people. I'm not saying that everybody's gonna help everybody. You might not even get that much donations, but anything will help. Anything will help. But I'm gonna go to the restroom, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon, alright? Love y'all. Stay phenomenal. See y'all next time.